My mum's just messaged me saying, give a shout out to the Pelican in Gloucester. Abso-blimmin-lutely, that is a pub. Oh, it's one of those pubs that has one of those TV screens, you know, with all the different beers listed, all the brilliant local stuff. Because I'm a girl who, I'm not dealing with any of that IPA nonsense. I do not want some sort of weird hipster, dank-tasting, musty, nasty, citric pint of rubbish with some sort of, I don't know, teddy bear with stitched over eyes or some cosmic robot on it. No, I want a good proper traditional British drink like a porter or a stout. And when you go down to the Pelican in Gloucester, not only does it have a gazillion amazing scrumpies, all these excellent ciders, which is, oh yeah, the stuff that makes you go a bit balmy and play the spinny broom game. The what? If you're not from the West Country, you may not know it. But it's also got, yeah, it's all the brilliant locally made ales. Ale! That's what it's all about. The sooner we get rid of IPAs, the better. They get on my nerves. You go into a pub in London and all you've got is about, 10 pumps lined up with all the robot labels with their stupid robot names and a load of stupid robotic people drinking them. No, get out of the M25, proper pubs, proper booze. Right, OK, let's speak now to Mr. Kevin O'Sullivan. Kev, have you got a favourite pub?
You've got about 20. Yeah, I like the ones around where we work. I love the Horseshoe. I like the Rose. Lots of great ones around London Bridge. And I got one next door, but I better not name it.
Actually, you're right. The London Bridge is actually very, very good for pubs. You've also got the George. Yeah. The George is amazing with the the old sort of coaching in pub where Shakespeare used to perform his plays. Oh, it's amazing there.
Do you know also, we're digressing here, but do you know also there's a pub literally in Tower Bridge, right under Tower Bridge, in the big, on our side of the river, you know the two big towers?
Yeah.
Underneath is a pub.
I think
And you can sit there and sort of look under the bridge. It's amazing.
I'll tell you where else is really good. I love the fact that we don't care about the audience right now. We're just having a good old catch-up. Tell you what I discovered last summer, and I took our Ted there. That massive warship, is it HMS Belfast? It's
you told me about that. There's a boozer on the
There's a boozer on there. You can literally sit on the warship. It's an amazing view of London, especially on a sunny day.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is cool. Warship, pint, view of London.
Let's do it. When the weather's better, we'll go there, definitely. 100%.
Definitely. Yeah, no, but I was going to say no one knows about that because it's never that busy, but everyone knows now.
Well, we won't get a seat now, will we, when we go?
I've ruined it for us. Don't you worry, Keir Starmer's probably going to shut them all down by the end of the year anyway, because the man is a monster. Digital ID. I mean, literally, it's like if you could come up with a top 10 list of things that you definitely do not want a government to do, which is, enable the states to kill people. Oh, yeah, they're going to get up to that. Kill babies at full term. Yeah, let's do a bit of that as well. Close down all the pubs. Yeah, crash the economy. Open our borders, riddle us with Islamism. On that list as well, on that list as well would be, I don't know, controlling us through digital ID. Of course he's going to do it. He's going to ram it through, isn't he?
Yeah, look, this is a snapshot of the utter madness of these socialist idiots completely ruining this country right now. I talk, of course, about the Labour government. Let's talk about the digital ID scheme. So Keir Starmer now telling every government department to make serious savings in order to raise £1.8 billion to fund the first stages of the digital ID scheme. It's going to cost a lot more than that in the long term. So all services will suffer for this. Now, what are we talking about here? This is a scheme that isn't necessary and no one wants. So why the hell is he proposing to cut back government services across the board for something, digital ID cards that aren't necessary and no one in this country wants? What on earth is this utter idiot thinking? Honestly.
Well, try and answer that question yourself there, Kev, because I quite want to know. Because the thing is, it's not just come out of nowhere. Starmer isn't actually stupid. That's what's so scary about this. He's not stupid. The Labour Party have had this plan for ages. All those Fabian
Tony Blair obsession. Yeah. Tony Blair obsession. Don't forget, he's been trying to get this through. I think it was the last time he was in power, he tried to get it through, and such was the magnitude of the opposition around the country, from the people, from politicians, that even Blair decided this isn't worth the problems, this isn't worth the trouble. But Blair has never given up on his obsession. Labour have always been obsessed with this because, of course, it makes them more like their heroes in China and Russia and all those totalitarian socialist communist countries where they treat their citizens like little cogs in the state machine. That's all this is about. It is about dehumanizing us and turning us into little bits of the state machine, that our role is to serve the state, to be useful to the state, to be a statistic for the state. And as far as I'm concerned, the state can go and do one. It can go and shove itself where the sun don't shine, because what I stand for, I think you stand for, is the power of the individual over the power of the state. These people running this country, they don't care about individuals. The power of the state is everything to them. And that is why, with every fibre of every citizen's body in this country, we must fight this digital ID for all we are worth. We really must.
We must. But did you know, this is what I'm saying. The scary thing about Starmer is I think he's more determined than Blair. Blair at least had like a sort of kill switch where it's like, right, people really don't want to do this,
exactly
so
right.
I won't do it. Starmer's like, oh, you're going to protest against this? I'll just put them all in prison then. He's scary. And on that note, this whole thing with X, right, that to me is absolutely crazy, because this is what they do. I've seen this strategy now. First of all, their favourite line to say is, because it's the right thing to do. They make out all these global elites like they are the bastions of morality. I remember Ursula von der Leyen, when Donald Trump said, right, we're not having that Thierry Breton come into the US, thank you very much, you know, the EU's information commissioner. And she says, we in the EU Commission, you know, we are the stronghold, the fortress of representing European ideals and values. I'm like, woman, you ain't even elected. You were supposed to be elected. The system was supposed to change, and who overruled that? You did, madam. European values, my backside. But then this is what they do. They will create a faux moral crisis.
Yes.
Certain elements of the mainstream media or legacy media just chew it up. So all of a sudden with X, it's like, oh, there's deep fakes on AI on Grok. Well, do you know what? Go after the people making them deep fakes, arrest them, put them in prison, get on the blower to the people at Grok and be like, you've got to put something in your systems that prevent people from doing this. Great, solve the problem. But no, you had that sort of chilling instruction to Ofcom to use every power in their capability. You know, one of the multi-million horsemen of the apocalypse in the form of a Quango. And it's like, oh, let's try and close down X. They've been trying to do that out of the EU ever since he took it over, because instead of being able to control it, as the Biden lot did with Twitter, instead of being able to say, right, don't put anything about Hunter Biden's laptop on there, don't tell the truth about what's going on during the pandemic, you know, instead of being able to control it, they no longer can. So it means that people can share information. We get the news, quite frankly, far quicker on X than we do from this rubbish on the screens in front of me. And that's why they are so threatened by it. The global elites need it gone. And so they're going to create some sort of, you know, big scare story. Oh, it's because, you know, paedophilia. It's a news platform, right?
I don't think even Starmer's going to get away with this. This is the equivalent. There's a problem. There's a problem with pornography on social media. There's a problem with this Grok image thing, definitely. And Musk has already gone some way towards trying to do something about it. But the equivalent, what the government's approach is the equivalent of going to the hospital with an ingrowing toenail, and the hospital saying, yes, we can cure that. We're going to amputate your leg. So they've got this relatively minor problem about pornography. So Starmer and the Stasi, the Labour government Stasi solution is, let's close down X. The main reason they want to close down X is they hate Elon Musk. The other reason is, as you say, they do not like the people being able to communicate. They do not like the power of the people. Social media, and this isn't talked about enough, social media has utterly changed the political landscape all over the world.
Yeah, hasn't it?
here and in America. I mean, people say, oh, Margaret Thatcher would have put up with that. Margaret Thatcher would have done that. I'm a great admirer of Margaret Thatcher, but her entire shtick would be changed if she had to deal with social media. She did not. These people do have to deal with it. And a sensible government would say, well, there's nothing we can do about this. We have to work with it. This government is not sensible. Their impulse is to shut things down, close things down, make sure people can't talk to each other, etc., etc. As we were just discussing, this is exactly the same in the end as the issue with digital IDs. This is about this government worrying about the power of the people, the power of individuals. What X does, and other social media sites, is it gives every individual in the damn world, but particularly in this country, power. It gives them power. They can publish their thoughts. And instinctively, this government doesn't like the idea of individuals having power.
Totally
That's
agree.
why they want to
That's what it is. It's
By the way, they're
control.
not going to get away with this. They're not going to get away with this because this X and social media aren't just all about kind of nutters in Scotland or whether posting nonsense. Massive media organisations have come to rely on it. Part of business now, including ours, of course. It's part of business.
It's massive. It's huge. It's actually the #1 source of people's news in the UK and various other countries, which is why the global elites want it gone. Exactly. Kev, my darling, thank you ever so much. What are you on X? What's your handle? TV Kev.
TV Kev, at
TV Kev. Right, there you go. If you're listening to this and you're not on X, why not? Go on, join the revolution, stick it up to the government and get yourself on X, because people go, oh, it's so horrible. I'm coming off. You know, when you have one of the best things about being on X is when you've got these lefties who spend their whole time on X trolling everyone, calling them a racist, spreading all this Donald Trump's a dictator. And then you just give it a moment and you're like, in about 6 months' time, there we go. I'm going to come off X for a while for my mental health. Good, bye. Don't let the door slam on your way out. Go off to Blue Sky with all the loonies who want to shoot people. That's a weirdo platform, that one. But if you're not on X, go on, sign up. Great fun over there. Loads of people like us on it. And then you could follow me, couldn't you? That Alex Woman. That's my handle, at that Alex Woman. Very often, Mr. Musk himself gives me a little retweet. He likes my posts, does Elon? And he likes this show. Well, I don't know if he does, but I hope he does. He's probably never seen it. Anyway, if you're listening, hi, Elon. Right, love you. Right.